What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to Ben Travels TV. And coming up next, it is springtime in the beautiful state of Florida. So you know what that means, spring break 2024. We also give you guys an update since we moved here from out of state just a little over 6 months ago of what it's like living in Florida. Stay tuned.
First time we've picked up now.
Arrivals on this side.
This is comfortable now, this little one.
Right. So this says departures, so we need to get on this side.
Yeah, arrivals. Blue, arrivals, and we're at 125.
So 125.
There's 125 over there.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom, we're coming up right now.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Julia, just say hi.
How my baby? I'm sorry, Papa. How my baby's doing? He's just looking at me. Patty cake, baker's man.
All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so we just picked up my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, from the Tampa International Airport here in Tampa, Florida, and we took her to the Tampa Riverwalk to have a nice late dinner, walk around downtown, go down Bayshore and show her Tampa. She hasn't been here in a long time. She does have, my wife's side of the family does have family here in Tampa that I will show you a little bit later as we go through this video. So this is in the month of March 2024. We have been living in Florida now for just over 6 months now. We moved in the middle of September, right at the end of hurricane season. And I am going to give you my pros, the cons. Do we like it? Do we hate it? Do we want to go back to the West Coast? Stay tuned throughout the video, guys. But we're going to show you first what we've been doing for spring break 2024. All right, so my kids still had their piano lessons at the Piano Academy, and what you will see in this video is a sequence of videos of things that we are doing in March 2024 for spring break. All right, so now we're headed to the beach. We are originally, what we were going to do was go to Clearwater Beach, but it is spring break. You can see the traffic. We have gone to Clearwater Beach, as you guys have seen in previous videos, and it was never quite packed like this. So we skipped over Clearwater Beach and we went to another beach that wasn't too far away. And this is what I love about Florida. The entire state is pretty much surrounded by water, and beautiful coastline and beaches, so you can find a beach anywhere. And that's what I've learned since I've been here. I know so many beaches that are low key and not like your top destination type beaches or your tourist beaches. So living here, you're gonna know where these spots are. We have taken our family pictures on some of these beaches here in Treasure Island, and we pretty much know the entire state now since we've been living here for the past 6 months. But what I will say about Florida is that during spring break, it gets really packed. So during the holidays in the fall, what we noticed was during the November and December months, really packed. All right. So be prepared for a lot of traffic, a lot of snowbirds, and a lot of people out here taking their vacation during those months, and especially spring break, because the party gets a lot more wild.
There you go, buddy. Ready, go.
All right, so that was Bel Air Beach, just south of Clearwater Beach, because Pier 60 was absolutely packed at Clearwater Beach. All right, so this is another day. We are at Chuck E. Cheese in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Spring break, having fun. It was my baby son's first birthday. So I have a little thing that I do for each of my kids on their first birthday. We definitely have to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I used to have my birthdays, my cousins, me, my brothers, sister. We used to go here when we were kids all the time, especially for birthdays and especially for my friends and stuff like that. Baseball, Little League baseball parties and things like that. So Chuck E. Cheese is always a go-to for the first birthday for my kids, because they really can't get on any rides. They barely can walk. They're wobbling around. This is the perfect place for them. This is in Wesley Chapel at the Grove. Our Wesley Chapel's a suburb outside of Tampa in the north, on the north side, North Tampa. And what I was disappointed about this Chuck E. Cheese, where's the stage? And where's Chucky? He was nowhere to be seen. I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese that didn't have the stage and Chucky. So I don't know if this is a new thing, if they've taken them out, because it's been a while. The last time we were at Chuck E. Cheese was when my daughter, I think when she turned 2. So I'm not sure if anything changed. Put in the comments, you guys, if you know what happened to Chucky. He's not performing anymore, and they're not on stage performing like they used to. I don't know. But anyway, it was pretty cool, not bad. My son had a blast. We're just here celebrating his first, and we're going to do a lot more here on Spring Break 2024. And then stay tuned, guys. I know this is a long video, but I'm going to go into my pros and cons about living in Florida for the last 6 months. And also, I'll give you guys my pros and cons about Tampa in the first 6 months. All right, you guys, I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. VK, which one do you want to play next? Basketball? No? All right, you guys, my kids are having a blast, especially my young son is having so much fun riding on these rides for the first time, and his brother and sister are helping him out. We usually try to come to these places on a weekday and right when they open, so that way we don't have to fight and wait in line and hop on rides and have to wait a long time. So this is why we came right when they open on a weekday. The kids can just have a blast and hop on game to game and ride to ride. All right, so what I'll say, I'll give you guys my opinion too on the Wesley Chapel area. I'll give you guys my opinion on North Tampa. I'll give you my opinion on pretty much the entire Tampa Bay area as this video chugs along. But now we're gonna go have some lunch at Bahama Breeze. Really good, yeah. Good. All right, so Bahama Breeze, definitely one of our favorites. I've done a video here before, a food review. Check that video out. Just search Bahama Breeze on my homepage. And I will say, if you ever go to Bahama Breeze, try the empanadas and definitely try the stuffed plantain. It is to die for. This restaurant definitely serves up some of the best Caribbean dishes and drinks that I've ever had. Jalea's got it. All right, so we are in Ruskin, Florida. This is a suburb just southeast of Tampa and just south of Brandon and Riverview. All right, and this is my mother-in-law's cousin's house. So we are here. They had jumpers, they had games for the kids because one of the kids, there was a big birthday party, their first birthday as well. So it was really fun. The kids had a blast. We stayed there late into the night, got to meet my wife's side of the family that I've never met before. They're great people and we had an absolute blast. Hopefully we can go again.
Oh, you're a teacher now? Okay, no, you're out. You're back now. Come on, JJ.
guys.
There. We're making one.
Nice throw. Let's go, Vic.
Throw it here, okay?
Throw. Get that catch. Sorry, Vic. Sorry, Vic. There you go, Rap. Let's go, BK. Good throw.
All right, it is time for Little League Baseball in Tampa, Florida. My son is playing for the 8 and under team where they hit off the pitching machine at this age. So lots of fun, very competitive. Check it out. Hey, BK, make sure to get your glove down. Remember, 2 hands. Open that glove up, just like what we worked on, okay? All right, stay focused. Good job, JJ. You guys have a good game.
You can get me low.
She was tricky.
Jacob, baseball ready. Hey, Mariners, baseball ready. Wrap.
Moving your feet every pitch, right?
AJ, baseball ready. Jacob, be ready. Be ready. Got a good swing. This ball's coming your way.
I love to put my kids in tons of extracurricular activities to keep them busy, and I love to put them in sports because it helps them to learn how to work as a team. It teaches them competitiveness, and it teaches them how to win and lose. And in Florida, boy, they're one of the best when it comes to competing in sports.
My extra one, remember you said somebody would need one? Oh, yeah. I don't need it. I got a few at home.
All right, boys, hands up real quick.
Guys, not a bad first day. All right, not a bad first day. We got to hit the ball a little bit more. Okay, we can't rely on just a couple of guys to hit.
Hey, Mariners! Hey, wait, Mariners, get a stop.
Good swing.
Elijah,
Good job.
play every time, okay?
The swing, buddy. Let's go. Let's get a hit.
Good catch. Like this. Glove, up. Yeah. Like this. Get ready. Yeah.
There you go. Run. First. Run. Good job, BK.
Stop throwing it. All time. Graham, be loud. Elijah.
Run, BK. Touch the plate.
What are you doing? Stay. Good job.
Come on, BK, let's go, kid.
There you go. Run first. Run. There you go. Go. Good job, baby. Good job.
Let's go, BK. Have a day, kid.
There you go, JJ. Run, BK. Run. Faster. Touch the plate. There you go, baby. Woo! There you go. Good job, guys. All right, so my son and his team, they're playing really well within their league, and during the week we headed over to Armature Works. We're at the Heights Public Market. I've done a video on Armature Works previously. Check out my channel. That was the Fold Pizza place, which is really good. My daughter got a slice. We all get different things here, There's some nachos there, and I went to Empanadas. Empanadas has some of the best empanadas that I've ever had. I'm telling you, there's so many places to eat in Florida. I am putting on the pounds, and I am going to have to join a gym very soon. The home gym is not going to cut it for me. There is too much good food in the state of Florida. So we're outside here at Armature Works, and absolutely beautiful, clear blue skies right before the sunset. And there was actually a fair going on here, and that's what I love about Florida. There's always a fair, there's always a festival, there's always a concert, live music, some type of special event, sporting event, you name it. Florida is active 24/7. You can really never get bored here. All right. And we took my mother-in-law here before she left. We actually took her the next day back to the airport to head back to the West Coast, and she stayed with us for 2 weeks. So you could see some of the other stuff that we did while she was here. We went to the Strawberry Festival, we went to SeaWorld, and we went to many other places as well. And I'll post a few more after this video. But let's start talking about, and oh, of course, this is the Riverwalk. This is on the north side of the Riverwalk, Armature Works. Watch the full video I did on Armature Works on my channel. Just search Armature Works, Ben Travels TV. All right. Now, what I love about Tampa is, like I said previously, things like this. I can just drive to the water. I'm not landlocked. And those are the many reasons why we moved. So let's talk about a lot of the pros first. All right. We have been living here 6 months. If you guys want to watch that video that we did, we posted back a few months back, I think 4 months back. I didn't post a video until about a month and a half, until I was already moved in here. So we moved in the middle of September. I posted that video why we moved from Arizona to Florida. All right. Now, it was a lifestyle change, and I am going to tell you if we hate it or if we love it or if we're going back and we're going to cancel this thing. Now, what I'll say with Florida, it probably took about a month or two for me and my wife to get adjusted. It did take a little bit for my kids to get adjusted. They're so used to their friends in Arizona. They're used to our older house. It was just new. It was different. We were used to the desert, right? So it took us about, I would say, until about November-ish, December, until we were really fully immersed into Florida. All right. It just took a while. We came right at the end of hurricane season. While we were here, there weren't any major hurricanes. They did have a few storms, like thunderstorms, nothing major. And I did post one of those on the channel if you guys want to watch that. And also, we were in Alabama at the time, driving across the Florida Panhandle, and we went on a little getaway. And you guys can watch that video as well. So we've done a lot of stuff since we've been here. SeaWorld, we've been to Busch Gardens, we went to the Strawberry Festival, we went to the State Fair, we went to the Florida Aquarium. We also went to tons of beaches in Clearwater, Anna Maria Island. We went to Daytona Beach, went to the Daytona International Speedway, Daytona Bike Week. We have had a blast. We went to a Tampa Bay Rays game. We went to spring training to check out the New York Yankees, who are here in Tampa. We went to a Tampa Bay Bucks game at the end of last season in 2023. Went to the Gasparilla Pirate Fest. And we have done so much, so many beach bars, so many things by the water. Tampa has been so much fun since we got here. We have been nonstop busy. My kids are involved in tons of extracurricular activities. We have really got immersed into the Florida culture. We love the neighborhood we live in. You can see me here. This is me having a walk, doing some exercise, because these food vlogs, guys, I'm packing on the pounds. And this is here, not too far from Armature Works. I'm walking on the Riverwalk, and that's what I love about Florida. The water just makes you feel good. Now, there's swimming pools everywhere. We have gone swimming. We have gone to the lagoon here. I'll drop that video pretty soon as well. I'm probably about, guys, 30 videos behind, right? Because I cannot keep up with how much stuff that we've been doing here. I'm usually always a little behind with my videos anyway, because I shoot so much. All right. Now, my kids absolutely love Florida. They love it. The first month or so, not too much. It just took them a while. But now they are fully immersed. They have friends. My daughter's in a lot of extracurricular activities. My son's in extracurricular activities. My daughter's going to be playing softball soon as well. I like that Florida has it set up where the girls are playing softball, the boys are playing baseball. They don't have co-ed too much unless it's at a certain age, usually when they're little, right? 3 to like 5. But after that, hey, you're on the boys team, you're on the girls team, which is pretty cool. So that way my daughter doesn't get hurt, getting run over by some of these boys. But Florida is beautiful. You have suburbia, you have rural, you have city life, you have pretty much everything. You can go live on the beach and be a beach bum. They have RV parks, all that. So whatever you're looking for, you are definitely going to find it in Florida. And it does rain here. All right, you guys, it's always nice to go take a walk after the rain here because it really cools down, especially when it's a little hot, maybe a little humid. And yeah, it's going to rain here. It is a tropical climate. You're really close to the Caribbean. Look at those green, grassy lawns, tree-lined streets. They need water. You can stick anything in the ground and grow it here. So let's talk about the weather. The humidity that everybody talks about and this and that. I came in September. It was a little humid and it was already cool by the end of September and October. When I was in Arizona, it was still in the high 90s and the hundreds all the way almost up to Thanksgiving. All right. So here it does not compare. I'm sorry, the people who can't deal with humidity because you get a little sweaty. It does not compare to dry heat. When you're walking into the dry heat, you're walking into a burning oven that does not stop burning. All right. Here it has been nothing but cool. I don't even have to put my AC on all day. I can open up my windows. I have a lanai in my backyard, as we saw when it was raining there in my backyard. I was showing you guys how it rains, and great weather. The weather here is awesome. I see why people come out here in the wintertime. And in the spring right now, I think the highest we've been is like 80 degrees. The weather has been awesome. Beach weather almost the entire time. You can jump in the swimming pool. Beautiful weather. It was just a little cooler, I would say, in December. Into December to maybe the middle of January, we got down to like 63 degrees, 59 degrees at night. And the weather here most of the time is about, I would say in the wintertime, it's like kind of cool in the morning. It gets hot in the afternoon, and then it cools down in the evening, right? So people are always out walking. People are always out exercising. And that's what I love about Florida. The weather is awesome. You get a thunderstorm here every now and then. You may get a torrential downpour when that thunderstorm comes through, but it lasts for probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours, sometimes only about a half hour. Just depends on the type of storm. What I will say too, and as far as food, we already touched on that. You can find somewhere good to eat anywhere out here. The food is amazing. You just have to search, and you really have to go out. And if you're the type of guy that likes to go out and dine, the guy or gal that likes to go dine, you're going to find it, right? There's so many places. Tampa is massive. All right. We've already found a church here. We've, like I said, got our kids immersed into the life, me and my wife as well. We love certain places to go shop, certain places where we get our groceries, places that we all like to hang out. So as far as that goes, entertainment, things to do, schooling and stuff like that, A+. I would say this has been a easy transition, right? The neighborhoods here are breathtaking as well. I would say one of the cons here, if you're going to buy into a HOA community, which they call here deed restricted, is a lot of them have CDD fees. All right. And those fees can last out to 30 years that you'll pay sometimes in the thousands, depending on what type of lot you purchase. So some homes may have a $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 CDD that they roll into the payment, or some that you pay at the end of the year with your taxes. It just depends. But mostly what I've seen is that they're rolled into the payment. You have your CDDs. Some of the HOAs go up, they fluctuate, and it depends on what type of HOA you have, where they do a lot of landscaping. They do a lot of upkeep in some of the neighborhoods. And then there's some where the HOA doesn't give you any amenities or anything like that. They just upkeep with the neighborhood and that's it. So you're paying a HOA for no amenities or anything. They're just cutting the grass in the non-public areas. Another con, insurance here is very high. Okay, I'm sure you guys seen the headlines in the news. Car insurance is high here. Homeowners insurance can be quite high. And also, if you're in a flood zone, you're going to need flood insurance. Okay, so those are some cons. Prices for homes have been going down lately. You have seen a lot of price cuts. Rents are still high here. There have been price cuts on the home, but that doesn't do too much when the rate is still high. But I see, like I said way back, that the market was not going to crash. People were predicting in 2021 that the market was going to, I was telling them it's not going to crash when there's no inventory. When it crashes or it corrects, it's going to be when the inventory explodes. It's all about supply and demand. All right, that video that you guys just saw was us at Caddy's in Madera Beach, Florida on Johns Pass, listening to some live music and having some good seafood. And if you guys want to see more videos on Johns Pass or Madera Beach, Florida, check out my channel. I've done plenty of videos there in the past. All right, let's get back to the pros and the cons and the things I've learned since I've been living here for 6 months. One thing that I already knew, but I didn't know that it was that deep, it was the hatred that Floridians have for New Yorkers. Well, I did not know that Floridians had a deep-seated hatred for New Yorkers. They feel that New Yorkers have come here and ruined a lot of things that they loved. They try to influence politics, policy. They feel like a lot of the retirees are Karens and that they're always meddling in business that they should not be meddling in. I've heard everything. And one thing that I've seen living here in 6 months, as far as license plates go, I have not seen more license plates, any other license plate more than the New York, New Jersey license plates. They're everywhere, right? And I've met already a handful, maybe even more New Yorkers since I've been here in Florida, in the Tampa Bay area. All right. So New Yorkers are despised by Floridians. They want them to go back. They tell them, quit coming here, we're full. And most of them are migrating from New York to Miami, but they're still heavy here in Central Florida, right? So you will see a lot of New Yorkers when you come here. People complain about the driving. I've seen the driving in Miami, which is crazy, right? Miami drivers are nuts. Tampa, not so bad. I've seen some bad driving in the Brandon Riverview area, but most of the time I've been on 275, Interstate 75. Those areas I really haven't had much of a problem. I just run into a little traffic during rush hour traffic time, but but I haven't seen like nutsy drivers like I have in Miami. Orlando is pretty bad when it comes to drivers that I've seen. When I'm in Orlando, I have to keep my head on a swivel as well, because they kind of drive like Miami drivers, but Miami takes the cake. All right. Now, other cons that I can think of are, I would say, North Tampa, or I would also say like Lutz, Lando Lakes, Wesley Chapel are very overrated. They're very hyped online, and they still need a lot of work, a lot of development still needed if you want it to be considered like one of these best suburbs or best areas to live. It's not, right? I think it's beautiful. It's nice up there, but very overrated and overhyped. Okay. They still need a lot of work. There are areas that are still rural, still undeveloped. They still need a lot of shopping, a lot of dining. I know some people are going to hate me for saying that, because there are some beautiful areas that should remain untouched in the northern parts of Tampa heading up to Ocala. I'm talking nice topography, beautiful neighborhoods that are non-HOA, non-CDD, right? I'm definitely not a fan of the CDD or HOA. All right, so we're definitely exploring the state of Florida. I don't like northern Florida. Sorry if I offend some people. I'm not a fan of Gainesville, going north to Tallahassee, even across the entire panhandle. Not my cup of tea. I would not live on that side of Florida. I'm not interested. I've been all the way up to St. Augustine, right before Jacksonville. You guys can check those videos out. We went to the Nights of Lights back in December. We spent some time up in St. Augustine, Daytona Beach. We had a blast there. Tampa's beautiful, though. I still love the Tampa Bay area. I feel it has a lot to offer, but there's still a lot that I have to learn. I've only been here 6 months. I'm starting to explore different areas. I've been across the entire state. All right. The only areas that I am going to start exploring more are Southwest Florida. All right. So I'll be spending more time shooting a lot more videos in the Southwest Florida area as I go forward on this channel. I want you guys to stay with me now. Stay with me. We are going to shoot a ton of content going forward, but I have big plans on this channel. We're going to do another big trip. All right. We're going to have a switch up in location on where we're going to shoot. We're probably going to shoot about 30 plus videos in these several locations. I don't want to drop the knowledge on you guys right now, but that is coming down the pipe. But what I'll say about living in Florida for the first 6 months, best decision I ever made. Me, my wife, my kids, we love it here. We wouldn't change our decision for anything. We wouldn't rewind it or change it or go back. Never. I wish I could have moved here sooner. I had the opportunity to move way back. I accepted to University of Central Florida when I was trying to transfer out and play baseball at the time. And when I was in California, didn't make that move, but I've always I've always had Florida on my radar, probably for the past 20 or so years. I wish I would have came sooner, right? So best decision we ever made. We love it here. We're getting immersed. We definitely, another city that we love is Orlando. Orlando is beautiful, guys. I will start shooting more videos in that area as well as we get down the line in the rest of the year, but I don't want to do another update. I'll give you guys a year update. I don't want to do another update until after hurricane season. Okay, so at the end of the year, you guys will get my review because I have to live through a hurricane. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. I'm out.